Now, we shall move on to the story of the restoration of democracy and the popularity of democracy in the world. There are two phases to this. One is the beginning and other is the recent phase. When I talk of the beginning phase, we must understand that in fact the roots of democracy were laid in France. When the French Revolution took place in the year 1789, it so happened that the then monarch Louis XVI and his wife Marie Antoinette were killed, and France gave a popular slogan to the world, which was liberty, equality and fraternity. Everybody in the world started aspiring for these three golden words, and they knew that this is in fact what is required by all the nations all over the world. People everywhere started demanding universal adult franchise, that is right to vote, which means all people irrespective of caste, color, creed or sex must have the right to vote. Especially the blacks who did not enjoy the voting right in America picked up this issue. So, the French Revolution in fact had created the seeds of democracy for the world. Now, we see that the end of colonialism or decolonization was another factor which played a remarkable role in the beginning phase of establishing democracy. When India got independence in the year 1947 from Britain, it was a glorious movement. Similar was the condition in other countries of Asia and Africa, wherein they started slowly becoming independent of the European masters. This meant that they were restoring the popular democracy in their respective countries. This also means that the people had realized that self-rule, and that too when they had established their own government, was the best kind of democracy or the government that people can have. Well, the big boast of Britain, that the sun never sets in Britain, was slowly collapsing. We also see an example of Ghana, a colony of Britain which was called as the Gold Coast. This country became independent in the year 1957. Van Nkrumah, who was the son of a goldsmith and a teacher by profession, led the popular resistance movement in Ghana. First of all, he became the Prime Minister of the country, and later on he became the President and slowly turned to be a dictator. He was a great friend of Jawaharlal Nehru, but unlike Nehru, who established a true democracy in India, he elected himself as a lifetime president. But in 1966, he was overthrown by a coup, which means that in Ghana there was end of colonialism, restoration of democracy, once again end of democracy, and a popular struggle for democracy, which indicates that these struggles can be different in different countries.